Welcome to Well of Tales, where every whisper becomes a story. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and share because every tale deserves to be told. Have you ever felt like your world was falling apart? Like a door slammed shut right in your face, leaving you in the dark, wondering, what now? It's a terrifying feeling, isn't it? Today we're going to talk about a man named Daniel, who found himself in that very darkness, and how a flicker of faith became the light that guided him through. Daniel was the kind of guy who loved his job. He poured his heart and soul into his work for years, building a career he was proud of. He felt secure, valued, and on the right track. But one ordinary morning, everything changed. A single letter, cold and impersonal, landed on his desk. The company was restructuring, and his position was being eliminated. Just like that, the world he had so carefully built collapsed around him. Shock quickly turned into a flood of panic. What will I do now? How will I pay my bills? How will I survive? These questions echoed in his mind, each one heavier than the last. His confidence shattered, and he felt utterly lost. The days that followed were a blur of anxiety and despair. Daniel would sit at home staring blankly at the ceiling, the weight of his situation pressing down on him. He forced himself to apply for new jobs, but with each rejection that came in, his hope dwindled. The emails felt like tiny, painful confirmations of his deepest fear, that he wasn't good enough, that he would never find his footing again. The temptation to just give up, to curl into a ball and let the despair consume him, was overwhelming. He was at his lowest point, feeling completely alone in his struggle. It seemed like every path forward was a dead end. One evening, as Daniel sat lost in his worries, his grandmother came to sit with him. She didn't offer easy platitudes or tell him to just cheer up. Instead, she looked at him with gentle, understanding eyes and placed a warm, comforting hand on his shoulder. "Daniel," she said softly, her voice filled with the wisdom that only comes with age. "Sometimes life closes a door, not to punish you, but to guide you to something better. It's trying to show you a different way. You have to trust yourself, and you have to trust the path you're on, even when you can't see where it leads." Her words were simple, yet they cut through the noise of his anxiety like a beacon. It was exactly what he needed to hear. That small conversation sparked something within Daniel. A little ember of hope began to glow. He realized he had been waiting for something to happen, asterisk to asterisk him, instead of making something happen, asterisk for asterisk himself. Inspired by his grandmother's advice, he made a conscious decision to shift his perspective. He wasn't a victim of circumstance. He was at a crossroads. He sat down at his computer, not with dread, but with a new sense of purpose. He completely revamped his resume, highlighting skills he'd overlooked. He started looking beyond the familiar, exploring industries and roles he had never considered before. With each application he sent, he wasn't just asking for a job, he was taking a step of faith, trusting that his efforts would lead somewhere meaningful. Weeks passed, filled with applications, networking, and even a few interviews that went surprisingly well. Then, one afternoon, his phone rang. It was an offer. But it wasn't just any job, it was a role that perfectly aligned with his true passions. A position that offered more growth and fulfillment than his old one ever could. Holding the new contract in his hand, a wave of relief and gratitude washed over him. His face lit up with a joy he hadn't felt in months. He had done it. He hadn't just found a new job, he had found a new beginning, a better path that was waiting for him all along. Looking back, Daniel understood the true meaning of faith. It wasn't about sitting back and waiting for a miracle to fall from the sky. It was about believing in the possibility of a better tomorrow, even when today is bleak. It was about taking that first small step, and then the next, and the next, trusting that your actions will carve a path forward. Faith is the courage to move forward when you're scared, to keep trying when you want to quit, and to believe that even when a door closes, life is gently guiding you toward an open window. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content that inspires and uplifts. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Until next time, keep believing in your journey.